Before I started my term of office, I think I'm organizing a meeting as a kalu rakaka obi pegata zizo sad samadon parliament galede ngai minogale bodere ka doni. So in the process, we involved various stakeholders on board. Am I a consultant, teachers, civil servants? We consulted elders, religious leaders. So everyone gave his or her view, abundant views together to go and see what is now immediate. How do we implement it? So which areas have we started with? What have we touched? What haven't we touched? And what is left? One, we have also tackled the area of education as well. We have looked at education. How do we transform? So we had to make sure there are areas that we needed to focus on. One, I do an initiative within upon me myself as the area member of parliament to ensure that and the primary guard keep motivate, keep any courage, they should study hard to reach secondary schools, unlike the case of the past with the numerous dropouts. So what I did in 2017, when we got 7 first grades, 3 in Irigo sub-county, 2 in Rhino Camp, and 2 in Ogoko, and the key I do under Yazako to support them to go to secondary schools. Power there was no first grade, so we picked 1 girl and 1 boy to add on the 7. The same applies to Hiwanga sub-county. So, Badigariki, total number is 11. We looked for institutions of higher learning. I struck a deal with the Metropolitan International University.
My name is Abima Godfrey, and I am a student of Metropolitan International University. And I got this opportunity through the office of the MP of Lower Madi, Honorable Ogama Alli Ismael.
Alice, doing Bachelor in Business Administration with Metropolitan International University. It is MP Honorable Alli Ogama Ismael who helped me to give me a half bursary, which is a sponsorship. I am able to do my degree at this level because of him.
My name is Alma Bosco from Kenya Village, Have Parish and Rhino Cab Sub-County. I am a student at Chambogo University pursuing Bachelor's of Science in Chemical Engineering. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our area MP, that's Honorable Ogama Ismael Ali, for lobbying for me this scholarship program that I am pursuing.
Also tried to look for the infrastructure, like putting seed secondary schools. When I came in power, the seed secondary schools. There were 2. There was Ogoko Seed Secondary School and Rhino Camp Secondary School. So then, lobbying we have a city secondary school from Power sub-county. So Power is covered.
By names, I'm called Toriek Peter. I'm a born of Power sub-county. I'm a stakeholder in the sub-county. I'm pleased with this project which the government of Uganda has given us as a sub-county under its program of all the sub-counties having seed schools. And I also want to thank our area member of parliament who made the follow-up of this project, because this project came up some time back, not until he started doing the follow-up. That is when now we saw that the project was materializing on the ground.
We managed to lobby under World Bank a primary school constructed at Walope Primary School. Very beautiful. Let people be encouraged. Ma imi muzo school dagaba bedi dadini ko ba silu structure ko bedi support angapi World Bank district. But we are still looking for more. If we can get 1 or 2 more of the same kind in the next few years, we will be happy. You have Rhino Camp High, which was in 2018 one of the best performing secondary schools in Arua district. It was in top 10. So we need to impress it. We also have slight improvement in terms of clean water supply in these schools. Now you have primary schools being supported by our development partners. They are accessing a motorized water supply. So let us focus on seeing education to Oruga. Already UNHCR Kwamaza School as Pisira, Olujobu Primary School was already handed over to the contractor, and the Amanda Laga present with the Minister for Refugees and Disaster Preparedness, Honorable Hilary Onek, in attendance. Agriculture. So what were the key things? Commercial agriculture. Because in the basic Amadu Sente Osuzore, but if Abapini ba Akiamvu Buziki Nyakalaki, enough was evil like Galerse, ama capacity in Gachako and the Kofezo school. I did those had Samani didn't make Zosua Bampi or JP Amadu de Killer, but Jekiki Ajurugas. So we have been looking at commercializing agriculture. How do we commercialize it? We needed equipments. That's why President Inandra Muzo in the Lower Madi constituency 2017 seriously Madi did tractors, so he promised in a tractor for the entire Madi Okolo district. So he promised 2 for Upper Madi, 2 for Lower Madi. So we keep pushing, and then we also need to transform processing value addition in the agricultural sector if we are to empower our people economically. How do we do it? There are areas like Rhino Cambijiner was very powerful. Recently, I led the team when the General Salim Saleh invited a team of members of parliament to visit him in Kapek and Nakaseke district. Mo majandra baziki angazo madulebana amu Rhino Cambijiner ni representing. Moga my present under memorandum azira odudasi mbodu mudu ni toy mba mudu silel frifi mudu noromsi amador response latte. Obazo dadikega ama expect Minister of Energy, Majanda Minister of Energy, up to Rhino Cambijiner regard a promise andara. Achiba ni mase angapi papa chiga deningali idingajina deni supporting. So that ingaza madara nyuki full pamba ngondi kibaki process it go. But the Georgie Baji has a better product, but not basically as a raw. So this is one of the areas. But it was not challenge ruruni or ribana for sub county get pongocha. So mafula rekati aziku deal in the ministries. I've been adding supply of seeds to sub counties. Health is a very key entity within our operations. But as it does not zingamu keko, oto zingambo gaku, oto zinga office gaku, azo Africa da rampant, especially hepatitis B, C, scajeski. Now, idea manafudi need to make sure in the area of health, of course, sensitization in Batanga Fezobapin, Amame Ijo Azodi Silebadu, Aparakaroko, Amandra Feed the Rhino Camp Laboratory was not as good as it is now. At least, Baylor, our development partner, has managed to strengthen the government. The Rhino Camp Laboratory is now fully operational. We are also having very good semi-detached houses for nurses and workers in especially Olujobu, Odobu, and Ochea health centers, including some others that are now in the pipeline. Please, this has been a deliberate move. Let's health workers the key impresses also that ikidimo amadu bigere ekia avasi bogakiruju apazangu ripiga koben. But I decided samani dir nigameta by consider kepazo in the same other health facilities. It should not only remain with those ones in the host communities. We have maternity ward in health centers. They have improved tremendously, which is a very good thing, and I think it is an area to also focus on as well. The other area that I want us to focus on is the issue of safe water. There has been an ongoing project to Ijo Fadaman problem as children lema bapi amasina or chokosi. Kala budget Idu Chako. Ministry send the dinner located district tiga ba send the sub county alunili alos aleluba ifia sub county aluga. Now sub county they did Nazir sub county villages ki Kalito. Rhino Camp has 50 villages. Pawaro has 20 villages, Ogoko 22. So bad to buy the yalo say. That means ile aluraga balu yidi alu villages piningazo yusuzo their power of sub-county get the labor really kalid. So amabi alternative skin that through development partners produce NGOs as Africa on the ground there ekiamaza kole motorized water supply systems piece ekivuruledi mostly in the refugee hosting areas. The other area that we need to talk about is the physical infrastructure, roads, bridges, transport network in general. Transport amadrafa the problem ro maijo nzedi I know but mingi kiasi no one. However, ngama nelo amandari we should be hopeful. Things will change. That one I can assure you, irrespective of how long it takes, things will change. How do we intend to do this? To put more pressure on the government to ensure that the remaining bridges are worked on. Or Gazi Bridge and the Acha Bridge, all these have been handed over to the contractor and the construction works have started. Now, the next thing we are left with is the issue of Kia Bridge. We have toured the swamp. Amachienda ba amadidi pitro. Amodo amwangazo. Iwangaga up to municipal ba onurani fe. Uganda National Roads Authority ni fe ba muki. I think the other thing we want to talk about is the issue of the ferry, Rhino Camp Ferry. Engine under Darnabanja Edira. It is for service in Luero. Site construction that has gone very far. We have Mafu Angorani monitor constantly. At least we are hopeful. Ferdininga, Rhino Kambikochi, Amurubera, Rhino Kambikochi, Amurubebo, automatically business Amadlo Amadinga Deret, Ongoni Turu Gachot. Agu Kongo Gardeninga Lemo Rije from Amuru via Rhino Camp Ferry. Agu Amurugari will want to go to Congo via Rhino Camp Ferry, so it opens up the linkage. Like for me as a member of parliament, maybe I will not need to go to Pakwachi Bridge. This time I'll just connect straight to Amuru and I'm already in Olroyo. So these are some of the key areas that we are focusing on in terms of infrastructure. But again, there are those community roads. Challenge Sarsi, as many pushes Sarsi very hard to the ministry to make Joshua. Letika, Amadri Angasomaidi, Naga, it's as opera Ribo sub county headquarters, Oyo Swamp Agasidi, Letika the district roading. But the district capacity check, Letika the maintain his own. I did a manner for giving letter ministry by Letika the Nadizo to central government. Reason being the traffic on this oil swamp, initially it had been designed and allowed to carry light trucks. But with the coming of refugees, the pressure went up. So the road needs double maintenance, just like other UNRWA road. So Musuru district in Iletka, you know, once in a year. So as in Zomachad already, this same road is already affected. So if Minister of Works and Transport can take up this oil swamp, will all be covered.
So we request Uganda National Roads Authority and the Minister of Works and Transport to consider taking up the river oil swamp.
The Minister of Works is directed to address the situation very quickly in Lower Madi and report to this house next week on Thursday.
There's also been a deliberate effort to help the informal groups. By informal groups, you have areas like women, youth, elders, people with disabilities. Here came powers economical by as a Congon. Of course, individually, ama moto ba alwalwaza koi but the group ga that easier government in support fezo so I'm afbaki advise others in groups. There has also been a challenge of administration, but the operationalization of Madi Okolo district this year, 1st July 2019, has been very important. Sari Samusuda my district body fully operational. That means in Gajo Ogamani Munda Saruega Sengon the Kisari Samadoma, Madi district Gadogo. I'm of processed ni monitor closely, especially our for fair ba Andra Zingape Madlega Ako, MPs Andra Korozo, Honorable Drito Martin, who also contributed. And including the previous district councillors and Arua district local government under my representative, they contributed. What was now left for us as a task was to ensure the district the Bodora. Ideological administration, this that I would not want to forget is the issue of Iwanga, the operationalization of Iwanga as a sub-county also. Iwanga has been a sub-county of its own, not a parish under Ribo. And the Dika, when the Madi Okolo district started, Madri Yumbega, they have tried hard to sabotage. But after the form Mungu Kwamazara, Minister of Local Government has clearly placed the IPF under Madi Okolo district. So Ijowangadri is more like done. But now there are things that need to be done for Wanga. Wanga has lagged behind for too long. You have to look at areas of infrastructure, areas of communication. It was under Manadi Dizo to Kalaga Kweli Kale Wanga district was to ensure the masts nga bani sima yuzo digaran le by place amana alora our the first minister of ICT to mawara ganda mani sireke consider kira at least network ngado next late kata manijo nezo do gabo kia road should now be able to connect Iwanga with the rest of Lower Madi constituency. Religious institutions amafuvula kale half of the feminisana kale dini disimi afadedra united. We have worked hand in hand to build the Catholic Foundation. We have worked hand in hand to build the Muslims. We have worked hand in hand to build the Anglican Church of Uganda, the Protestant Foundation, and so on. There are some key areas amana fuzo focus on but all in all ngadiki kiamani unity aji dini na mani latangaja makatikati gabaka asini together baki ba lakiro asini lele afọ the family sana ba Madi Lower Madi constituency garo emiafu ru our line dini disco ba Africa close and the first in mani nguvu a chazo in every religious house to support the various communities, and we have been doing it together. Only that Ledo Baba more effort to see one after the other is transformed. For social religious functions as I attended Moga at the beginning of my term, we have been hosting breaks for Christmas where we gather all the religious leaders, catechists, priests, imams, reverends. 2017 we did it at my Madi residence gather, and then Idi Azesiva at Randa Bakira. So these things have been very nice, colorful, and people are happy. We live together. This should be the spirit that we should be working with. That is our Christmas. We all go and celebrate as a team. We feast. If it is Idi time, let's come together. We feast. So we are still one people, just that we go in different houses. Ngaza manafo oderi piaziki. I'm lucky. Last year we hosted. In 2017 we also hosted the Bishop of MEDIA-Robsyiti under the Catholic faith. He came to Lower Madi constituency with the group of nuns for the whole of MEDIA-Robsyiti. That was at the beginning of 2017, the end of 2016, in December, which was a colorful event and everyone was happy. And we have also gone ahead to make contributions, supporting informal groups in these various so I might continue spirit the transformation as a cause. I must to Ben. Elite Ogama, many agenda there under Catholic Church. We must build the Rhino Camp Catholic Parish. It must be accomplished. As I speak, I've done my part. I've invited the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Jacob Olanya. He's going to preside over as the chief guest at the fundraising, and that is one of the areas. Next, we shall focus on building the Archdeacon headquarters for Rhino Camp. Deacon. We also need to build the offices for the 2 county sheikhs of Rhino Camp and the Rig. So all these can be done in Metro or the jointly. I also get time to interact with you in these trading centers. We have had time to interact with youth in the centers, in markets. Like when I'm in a Jopala market in Iwanga, I'm very comfortable moving around. When in Rhino Camp with the SOP women group, in areas like Mile 14, you know, in Pawor, in parts of Ogoko and so on, you feel the comfort. And that is how we are supposed to relate. Ma adre imibendunduku amadre abaloriki. Only that lema mumiroga closer or ribakovla meko meroga closer massing information as opposed to angazo imidi basi mezinga angomadi mutuzope. Problems as ichi vuru communities that I feel I should always be directly in touch with you to find them out for myself. One thing for sure is right now I'm Ungoyale Kale Achidris, Minister of Energy under the Amujo Achid na address Aswara Gara, the letter is here, you can see it for yourself. Power will connect all these sub-counties as he has clearly mentioned it. However, there are areas where the electricity has not yet reached. So we are trying to ensure that these areas are captured and power is distributed. We should also benefit like other areas. That means that you can kinga tura, bazi kinga odo ya ngazi tabani, lezobayo electricity, welding, maybe nyakaki inga chuma piga ngono jinari, all this kinga electricity. So there are other areas. And what it does not amount of Sizo Amanoga, Hilly, Amuki, Lebanese, Gambalambale, Hotukirarake, Ijo copy, border surveys, conflicts, Amadi border geography, Otuzo, Ijo, in that technical Nachazo to diploma awarding institution, Azai Game Reserve, they are restocking, as well as size in the Osejo to help our surrounding communities. And then Rhino Camp Town Board need transform to a town council. So that Amadovla Rujo gas centers as a oligarchy, but Chaki as town board talk of centers that are already existing within Lower Madi. And then you talk about the in there, Mile 10, you're up to Camp Road, that stretch there. If we in the future UNRWA can take it over so that the burden on the district is reduced. All these things I believe they are achievable. As my people, we have come a long way. We are still building a young constituency. Let politics not divide our people. Having said all this, we need to remain as one Madi. We should transform our community together. Remember, our slogan still remains. Ours is a generational cause. That is the way to go.